Hello and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if this is your first time joining. My name is Nyla. Today we will be doing a core workout, aka Pilates on a mat. So always great for strengthening your core, really deep core layers, and then kind of feeling through your abs, and you'll feel your whole kind of body, maybe a little bit of a Pilates burn through this. So without further ado, let's come onto our backs. And then once you're on your back, we're gonna start with what we call ab prep, but a little modified version. So come on down, and right away from here, you can take your hands behind your head. So you're interlacing them like you've got a little hammock there. And then from here, you can think about where your tailbone is, so nice and heavy on the ground. Same with your upper back. So you can feel a natural kind of curve of your spine. Take a nice full breath in here. And then as you exhale, use your pursed lips like you're blowing out a candle. Seeing if you can feel and notice the rib cage closing down, maybe even slightly towards your hips. And then just one more breath like that. And then from here in this comfortable position, knees hip width apart, we're just gonna kind of nod your chin slightly so you can kind of look forward on the ceiling to find that. It's a very small cervical spine movement here. And then as you're ready, we're just gonna curl the upper body up. So you're thinking elbows still stay kind of relatively narrow, not too wide, and then curl up to look towards your knees. And that's it for now. Ribs and hips close together, and then exhale, melt down. Just one more like that. Slight chin nod first. Exhale, breathe in, and then exhale, lower. And then next time we do this, we're gonna slide the right leg long simultaneously and reach it out and away from you on the diagonal. And then again, coming down, taking your foot back down, and then again, looking towards your knee, breathe in, and lower. And we're going to do 4 more like this on this side. Slight chin nod first. Point your toes, feeling the energy away from you, and then melt back down. So you can think of your spine here too as you do this. Almost like a little dish here from the tailbone all the way up towards your upper back and shoulders. So you're finding length to the spine as well as rounding into the spine and finding your abs. And then again, curl up, reach the leg away and lower down. And then last one. Nice. And then from here, bend your knee to a tabletop position. We're going to twist to the right hip and hold that there, and then come back into center. And then lower your leg and head down. And then again, leg bends. We twist towards that right hip, come into center and release. Twist, center, and down. Lift, rotate, center, and release. And then one last time. Twist, hold it there, and then little pulse. So you're kind of moving towards the right hip even more every time. So you're finding your obliques here. Last 2, 1, in, and melt. Nice job. From here, right away, we'll go to the other side. So left leg is going to extend along the mat. Curl up, look towards your knee, and melt back down. And then 5 more here. And release. See if you can keep your hips nice and even. So you're kind of not shifting your body for this. You're thinking of keeping everything stable. The core has to work a little bit harder to help you to do that. So both sides of the waist stay at the same length and nice and even. And then another 2 from here. Lower. And 1. We're going to hold that again. Bend into the knee. Twist towards the left hip this time. And then come into center and lower. And again, lift, twist, center, and down. And lift, curling through the mid-back, rotate to the side, come in and lower. And again, curl up, find that rotation, come to your midline and release down. 2 more. twist, into middle, and down. And then last one, rotate, hold there, and then those little pulses towards the left hip. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and in, and release. Woo-hoo-hoo. Maybe you feel your abs nice and woken up there. And then from here, take your bum all the way to the ground if it's not already, if you've lifted it up for some reason. And then from here, we're gonna extend our right leg towards the sky. So you can think of keeping a little soft bend into your knee. Let your whole thigh stay heavy into your hip socket here. Then we're gonna make a circle to the right, out into center, and end the circle. Circle around, inhale halfway, exhaling the rest of the way. And so you're thinking that your thigh is kind of stirring around in your hip joint here. And what you really want to pay attention to is making sure the hip bones stay nice and level. They're not moving from side to side, and you're not feeling like you're shifting or moving at all, actually. So that takes even more effort again on your deep core. And then we'll reverse the direction, in through the midline, out and around. Circle in, again, make sure you're really holding still here. We don't want to move anything at all except for your leg around and your hip. Last 2 in this direction. And last 1. Bending into your knee, releasing your right foot down to the ground. And then from here, we're going to take our arms alongside us, and we're going to imprint the spine. So think of tipping your hips towards your chest. Feel your back press towards the earth gently, and then take your legs towards tabletop position. From here, you're going to curl the upper body up, look towards your knees, and then we're going to bend the arms, reach our arms and legs away from each other like a canoe. Circle back in. And again, we reach, and inhale, circle. Nice, reach long, you're like a canoe, and then circle in. See if you can really keep the back in contact with the ground so that your ribs and hips are nice and hugged in. And then we're gonna come into 3 more like that. And circle for 2. And again, reach, circle, and release your feet down. Nice job. From here, we'll take our left leg up towards the sky. Again, nice heavy thigh. And then let's begin our circle out and then around and flourish. Exhale around, inhale in. And again, really pay attention here. Can you keep it so strong that like your waist, your hips, your pelvis, there's like no movement. You could balance a little cup here and not a single part of the contents would spill because you're just engaging your core that much. And around. And then last 2. And 1. And then we're going to reverse the direction. In, out, and around. And just again, keep track. Try not to kind of get complacent here. I know it's easy to, but the more you have to focus on keeping everything nice and hugged in to the midline, the more you'll feel the deepest core layer, which is a really good place to be. And around, just sets you up in life. Last 2. And last 1. Nice, and then you can bend your knee, taking your foot all the way to the ground. Beautifully done. We're gonna transition over towards our tummy here, so you can just take a little roll towards your belly. And then from here, we're gonna do fingertips in line with shoulders. Arms are gonna be extended long, about hip width apart. And then forehead can come down to the ground. Roll your shoulders towards your back. And then as you exhale, just lift your head and hands to a little hover here. That's it. And you're thinking of, again, gathering the ribs together, feeling the glutes work a little bit here so your core can find a little bit more engagement. And then reach your arms forward. And then bend the elbows, take the shoulder blades together. And then again, exhale, reach long. Inhale, bend the elbows. Exhale, reach. Inhale, bend. So thinking of your back body here, shoulder blades move at the back of your ribs together and apart. And then you're still keeping that little core engagement here as you do this. So glutes will be working this whole time. You can think of gently pressing your pubic bone towards the ground, and we're gonna find another 3 like this here. Exhale long, inhale to bend, look forward and down on your mat, so that you've got a nice long neck here, nice neutral spine. And then last one. Sorry, not neutral spine. You're definitely in some extension. And then lower your head and hands down. Give yourself a little sway of the hips from side to side. And then press your hips back to your heels for a moment, just so you can kind of now neutralize your spine. Taking a little shell stretch here. If you can keep knees together, that will be great. And then you can allow yourself to kind of fold forward here. Just tuning into your body, noticing how your abdomen's feeling, how your temperature and the quality of your breath is here. And then from here, we'll transition to our hands and knees. So we'll come to our quadruped position. And then once you're here, tuck your toes. And as you exhale, we're gonna hover the knees. So just take a little hover here, breathe in, exhale, lower. I'm gonna do that one more time. Keep a nice neutral spine. And then from here, we're gonna step the right leg back and then pull it back in. And then left leg goes back, we pull it back in. We keep switching and pull in, keeping everything nice and low as you do this. And in, out and in, reach and pull. Again, you're keeping that nice neutral spine, ribs and core muscles are kind of hugged in towards you, like you're zipping yourself up all the way, up and around. And then we're gonna do 2 more on each side from here. Press out, pull in, stay nice and low. For 1 more on each side. Exhale, inhale, release your knees, come off your wrists for a second, give them a little circle around. And a big exhale. I needed that exhale. Woo, okay, and then from here, give yourself a little shake. We're gonna come all the way down towards our belly one last time. So make your way down towards your tummy. And Lord help us, hey? Take your fingertips. Once again, actually don't take your fingertips to your shoulders. This time extend your arms long. From here, we're just gonna reach our limbs up off the ground. So you're thinking, again, controlling the abs and core muscles. Exhale to lift your head and hands and feet together. And then lower everything down. Exhale, we lift. See if you can plug your shoulders towards your spine a little bit more. And then lower down. Exhale, lift. Balancing on your pelvis. And then exhale, lower. Glutes again will work here to help you find that core engagement. And down. 4 more. And lower. For 3. And down. And then 2. And lower. Last 1. We're going to hold here. Lower your right arm and left leg. And then switch. So you're just taking it a couple of inches as you do this. Everything else stays the same. And then you keep switching and switching. And then take it a little bit faster so you're swimming on land. Keep breathing in 4, 5. And out 4, 5. And then 1 more time. Breathe in for 5. Keep switching limbs. And out for 5. And then release everything down to the ground. This time, take your fingertips to your shoulders. And 1 last time, press your hips all the way back to your heels for your shell stretch or child's pose. Take a nice exhale once you get here. Nice job, everyone, of keeping up and doing the exercises as best as you can. From here, we have 1 last exercise, so you can make your way up. And then come towards your bum. And then we're going to take our forearms down towards the earth too. So you're kind of in this position here. Your elbows can come a little bit more further back than your shoulders, that's okay. And then from here, we're gonna see if you can press into your forearms to keep some length to your neck. Look forward and up, and then take your legs towards the sky. And then from here, we're gonna glue our thighs together. If you need to bend the knees, because it feels a lot in your hip flexors, feel free. And then we're gonna exhale halfway, inhale the rest of the way, making a circle with our legs. And then 2 more in this direction. And last one. You're doing so good. We're gonna reverse the direction from here. If you need to bend the knees, feel free to take less load off your core as well. And then last 2 in this direction. And your last one. And then bend your knees and take your body all the way down to the ground. And then from here, you can take your arms nice and wide and just take a nice gentle sway of your knees from side to side. We're gonna windshield wiper it out to finish here. Inhaling through center, exhaling to the other side, letting the muscles lengthen here. In through center, exhale over, and then just 2 more like that. And this is where I'll leave you for the rest of your day. So thanks for joining me, and I look forward to seeing you next time.